Hi, my name is Amber Kivett with Lifepro World-Class Recovery Tools. I'm excited to share with you my new favorite device. It's a hand massager and we call it the Legra. So I have tired hands tonight, so it's going to be great to be able to demonstrate this to you. Weighs only 2 pounds, takes about 3 to 4 hours to charge it, comes with this great little charging cable, goes right here on the outside like such. We're going to plug it into the wall. We're going to make sure that we give it plenty of time to charge, 3 to 4 hours to be exact, so that we can keep it running nonstop on the battery for 2 to 4 hours. It does have a lithium-ion battery inside, comes with a carry bag, keeps things very simple and fresh. You don't have to carry all the cables around. So we're going to pull this out, tuck it on away so we can get on with the rest of the feel good. All right. Comes with the user manual so that if you have any trouble with your device, you can contact us or reach out to our customer support line, because your hand massager does come with a limited lifetime warranty. On the front of the controls, you're going to see 5 different buttons. We have our center control, which is our power button. We have our heat control. So leaving that heat control on for a total of 5 to 7 minutes heats up the device on the inside from 104 to 107.6 degrees Fahrenheit. So if you're wanting to wear thin gloves for an increased heat experience, say you've got rheumatoid arthritis in your hand, or if you have Raynaud's syndrome in which you lose sensation and your hands are turning red or purple, if you're needing to increase that circulation but you're really needing to increase the temperature of your hands as well, you can add gloves to that 104 to 107 degree experience for a better effect on how this works. So the program modes, we have different program modes. We've got P1 through P5. We've got different levels of intensity from level 1 through level 5. And then we have vibration 1 and vibration 2. The wonderful thing about this is if you don't want to use vibration, you can run with a P1 through a P5 preset program, which automatically starts you by default at an L3. And if that's too much intensity for you, then you can decrease it or you can increase it for your own comfort. So let's go ahead and go through an example of how this works. Super important to make sure you wash your hands or use a hand sanitizer, especially if you're sharing your device among friends, family, colleagues, coworkers, because on the inside, it does have this nice silk fabric that protects your hands from the actual massager. Make sure you take off all your jewelry, watch, bracelets, rings, because this thing is going to get so compressing with massaging your hands. You don't want anything else compressing into your blood flow, into your fingers, or into your wrist, creating more of a problem. Make sure you pull your sleeves up if you've got long sleeves, and then you're going to slide your hand all the way through. And I can already feel the heat getting the heat is starting to rise, so it's getting nice and toasty in there. It feels really, really good. Make sure, as you can see, I'm kind of wiggling my fingers at the end of the device. My palm is right on the center of this little bubble that sits in the middle, contours the palm of my hand. My thumb is to the left of a little divider. You can barely feel it between my thumb and my index finger. So from here, all we're going to do is push the P1 button, because we want you to start with a low preset program so that we can make sure that you're comfortable with using it at this intensity. Now, I'm starting to feel it increasing in pressure. So if you think about how a blood pressure cuff works, it works from the distal part of the hand and compresses its way up, so it's mobilizing inflammation through your hand up to your extremity while pushing circulation down into the palm. So it's kind of an exchange happening right here. But it feels much the same as a very gentle blood pressure cuff. And then as the program continues on, you're going to feel it actually starting to massage the palm, and then it finally releases, which allows more circulation to fill into that area. If I turn on vibration at the same time, I can feel vibration. We've got 2 different choices for vibration, whether V1 or V2. If you decide you don't want any vibration, you just push the button and click it off, and then the rest of the program will continue on. Now, so let's say that I want to increase my level of intensity, but I'm happy with the preset program at P1. I can just push the button to an L4 or an L5, and each time that I push the button, we're just moving our way through the L's. So if L4, L5 is too much for you, then just drop it all the way down to an L1 and work your way through it, because we want you to start with less is better, as opposed to trying to think that you can choose a higher intensity and you're going to get immediate results more effectively. That's not always the case. So just make sure you start with low and you get comfortable before you decide if you want to move up the intensity. So as we've been sitting here, I'm already starting to drain that lithium-ion battery. You can get 2 to 4 hours of working time with the massager before you have to recharge it. Therefore, make sure you recharge it because you don't want to be in the middle of a treatment and we lose power in the device and you're right in the middle, okay? One thing you're going to find that after you're done, you're going to push the power button before it kicks off. So let's say that you're tired of sitting here. It automatically will kick off, but you have to wait for it to slowly deflate before you slide your hand out. Now, one thing you can see is you can see my hand and you can see my arm. So lots of compression, but man, my hand is warm, it's cozy, I can feel the blood flow through it, and I can feel how loose my joints are starting to feel as compared to this hand. Matter of fact, you can actually see the difference in the color of my hand based on the heat. So this hand, normal color, and this hand is nice and warm because, again, heating to 104 to 107, and with the compression and with the mobilization of the lymph out of my hand and my joints, we're creating a greater amount of blood flow to the whole extremity while we're exchanging out the lymph for inflammation. So, decreased inflammation, decreased pain, reinvigorating tired hands. What can go wrong with the hand massager? Just again, make sure you take off all your jewelry and you roll up your sleeves and you don't wear gloves until you know that this pressure is enough. We thank you so much for your time and sharing the Legra hand massager, and we look forward to hearing how you like it.